Always excited to see you guys out here playing chess and loving the game of chess.
Like most players, the first time Tony Ballard picked up the game of chess was as a youngster.
I got what they call a chess bite, where you just fall in love with the game of chess. You think about it all day, every day. You can't wait to get back to the game and play.
The next time he seriously picked up the game, he was in the El Dorado Correctional Facility.
And so we'd yell across the run, and I would lose a lot. And being competitive, I hated losing. So what I did was I secretly started going to the library or checking out library books, learning strategies, middle game, opening, end game strategies, and I was applying that to my opponents over the chessboard, unbeknownst to them. And there was a gentleman that he was my nemesis when it comes to playing chess, and so I wanted to beat him, and what I started doing was I started taping my chessboard up above my ceiling in my cell. And as I lay there at night, I'd imagine what moves he took to beat me and come out the next day and try to refute those moves. And I start kicking their butt. I start having a good time. I start having a lot of fun. And so, over the time, everyone began to know me as the chess guy.
While the game of chess was changing his reputation inside the walls, his entire life would change during a phone call with his brother in New York.
He said, "So you think you're a good chess player, huh?" I said, "Yeah, I am." So he clicked over and he called Russell, who is just like phenomenal, And we met for the first time. We started playing chess, and for too long, I wasn't even talking to my brother anymore on the phone. It was just me and Russell. We were just playing each other on chess. I set my board up.
Tony would say, pawn to e4. I would say pawn to e5. And we would spend hours playing the game of chess because for me, it was an opportunity once again to connect with somebody, to enjoy a game of chess, and it was a friendship more than anything. In the early stages, we developed a friendship. But as we played chess, we also talked. And the more we talked, we realized that we shared a very similar passion for using the game of chess.
And what they talked about included how Russell created a nonprofit organization that gives away chess sets to students in New York and migrants in Africa, and how both believe the game of chess can help others in the game of life.
I got in a whole lot of trouble in my lifetime, and one of the main questions a lot of people asked me was, "What were you thinking?" And the truth of the matter was, I wasn't thinking at all. And so when I started developing my chess game and start having a lot of success there, I start realizing that I am a thinker and that I can use these thinking strategies to better my situation, to better myself. And so I started applying these skills. I became a guinea pig in my own experiment to see if the skills that I was using on the chessboard would translate into success in my personal life. Those skills are critical thinking, abstract thinking, decision making, and problem solving skills. And I started having success.
He began to understand that chess can be used as a cognitive rehabilitation tool for those incarcerated to try to change their life. So when I was telling him that I was using chess to change the lives of the kids in New York City, he said, "I think chess can change the lives of those that are incarcerated." And I said, "Oh my goodness, I think you're onto something." So we partnered and we founded the prison outreach portion of the Get to Chess, which is a 501c3. We're a federally recognized charity in New York City. And Tony came on board and he began to share his authentic story about how chess changed his life. And it really resonated with so many people out there.
And the one person out there that could open the possibilities of reaching more prisons and more residents, Kansas Secretary of Corrections, Jeff Samuda. And it so happened that he was touring the facility where Ballard lived.
I gave him a strong elevator pitch about the idea. And next thing I know, Captain Owen called me to the side. He told me what the thoughts of Jeff Samuda was and the potential idea of maybe going throughout the state with this. And so I was like, yes.
You get a lot of ideas from folks as you're out and about, and I'm open to new ideas and new ways to maybe engage our population and maybe provide activities that are of interest to them. So I was open to it, and it sounded feasible. I asked him to send me some information, and he did, and then it just kind of took off from there.
Where it has taken off includes, obviously, all 9 facilities in Kansas, as we recently completed a statewide tournament led by Ballard, who was escorted by Captain Kevin Oneth, a 32-year veteran with KDOC.
I was a little bit hesitant at first, kind of questioning whether it was going to work, and then as I went to each facility and kind of seen the changes and seen the different responses from residents, I got more and more excited. It's actually, the last one is kind of heartbreaking that's finally ending, because it actually has been pretty rewarding for me.
And the reason for this survey is to gauge your likelihood to be impulsive. What chess does, it removes you from that impulsive nature, that impulsive behavior, into more responsive, more decisive behavior. And playing chess over a period of time helps you develop that habit.
But when he talks
So,
about
couple things that we like to
what chess has done for him and the engagement and what he sees that can do for members of the population, that has a deeper level of meaning and maybe resonates more with our population than if I'm standing up there, or perhaps even Kevin is up there talking about it. Tony, I think, tells his story, what it means to him, and really the message from Tony is, hey, this may help you, and this may be an opportunity for you to change. And I think that's powerful, especially coming from someone who's walking in all of our residents' shoes.
It's helping me to understand, like, I can use this and I can use this to help me move better in life, especially when I get out. I can move better and start thinking more before I do anything, you know.
Chess is like, when it comes to like learning the cognitive skills that you can utilize, you get the like jobs, scenarios, dealing with people, scenarios. You just get comfortable in your skin on what move to make when you're dealing with these obstacles or adversities in your life, you know what I mean?
It makes me feel good to be able to use chess as a way to strategize and get my thinking in order.
In total, the Prison Outreach for the Gift of Chess has gifted more than 100,000 residents across 32 states and 300 facilities, as well as numerous prisons in Africa, all thanks to one friendship between Makofsky and Ballard.
On our first trip to Winfield, Captain Oneth asked me, he said, "You think that it was gonna get this big?" And I told him, yeah, I did. You know, I really did. I had that confidence, I had that hope, I had that persistence, and just that passion that I wanted to do. And not only that, I had backing, I had support, and I had the resources. You know, Russell Makofsky has been very instrumental in my life. He's poured into me rehabilitation. And, yeah, he's been a good friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, he believes in my vision, and he has the resources to help me, you know, do it. And it's my guy, man.
Ballard's endgame with KDOC. After he's paroled in 2025, he'll continue his job as the Director of Prison Outreach for the Gift of Chess.
Being that chess has provided me with such a grand opportunity as this, I want to be able to spend the rest of my life giving this opportunity back to others. This is my vehicle, this is the tool that I use, and so I've come to understand that chess is more than a game. It's a cognitive rehabilitation tool that can be used to change lives.
First of all, I'm excited about what's been done so far. We've seen it grow and grow and grow, the participation level and the excitement and the enthusiasm in our facilities. So I'm really excited about that. We're going to have that statewide competition at the end of June, which is going to be really, really cool. I'm excited to see what comes of that. And then I think having that under our belt is really that opportunity to have conversations with other entities, some of my peers, see if they're interested in doing something like that. And there'll be some interest. There'll be some interest by other states. My peers are just like me. They're looking for ways to engage the population, and any kind of positive activity that moves people towards positive change. There'll be some people interested, and we're all about that.